Lettuce in its various forms provides hydration, vitamins A and K, folate, and fiber with minimal calories, making it a dietary staple for salads and sandwiches. However, the large leaf surface area exposed directly to pesticide applications, the ground-level growing position, and the fact that lettuce is typically eaten raw creates significant contamination potential with minimal opportunity for mitigation through cooking. Different lettuce types show varied contamination levels. Romaine lettuce, with its upright growth pattern and elongated leaves, may have different exposure patterns than iceberg, with its tight head structure, or butterhead varieties with their loose, tender leaves. Red leaf lettuce and other loose leaf types grown low to the ground face maximum exposure to soil contact and spray drift. The structure of lettuce matters for contamination gradients. The outer leaves that are directly exposed to pesticide applications typically contain higher residues than inner leaves that are somewhat shielded. With iceberg lettuce, removing and discarding the outer layer reduces exposure significantly. With loose leaf varieties where you consume all leaves, this mitigation strategy isn't available. Bagged pre-washed lettuce presents interesting questions. Commercial washing during processing may reduce surface residues compared to whole heads that consumers wash at home. However, this raises concerns about wash water contamination and potential cross-contamination between batches. Additionally, the cutting process for bagged salads creates more surface area for bacterial growth, which is why these products have shorter shelf lives and occasional contamination recalls, though those involve pathogens rather than pesticides. Hydroponic and greenhouse lettuce offers potential advantages. Growing lettuce without soil contact and in controlled environments can reduce pest pressures and potentially allow for reduced pesticide use, though it doesn't eliminate it entirely. The environmental control means fewer variables affecting crop health, which may translate to fewer chemical interventions. However, hydroponic systems can still use pesticides, and the "grown in greenhouse" label doesn't guarantee pesticide-free production. Recent E. coli outbreaks in romaine lettuce highlight that contamination concerns aren't limited to synthetic pesticides. Bacterial contamination from irrigation water, soil amendments, or handling represents a different but equally serious risk. Thorough washing helps reduce bacterial loads, but doesn't eliminate them, particularly in cut lettuce, where bacteria can internalize through cut edges. Washing protocols for lettuce deserve attention. Soaking whole leaves in cold water for several minutes, then rinsing under running water while gently agitating, removes more surface residues than quick rinsing. For lettuce types with ruffled edges or tight structures, separating leaves and washing individually improves cleaning effectiveness. However, no washing method eliminates all residues, particularly pesticides absorbed into leaf tissue. The organic versus conventional decision for lettuce depends partly on consumption patterns. If you eat salads daily, consuming substantial quantities of raw lettuce, the organic investment makes clear sense. If lettuce is an occasional garnish or minor ingredient, conventional lettuce with thorough washing presents lower concern. The organic premium for lettuce typically runs 30 to 60%, which on an already inexpensive vegetable represents a manageable cost increase for most budgets. Substitution strategies can help diversify greens consumption. Arugula, watercress, endive, radicchio, and various Asian greens provide different flavors and nutritional profiles with potentially different contamination patterns. Rotating among diverse salad greens prevents concentrated exposure to any single crop's pesticide profile, while adding culinary variety. Seasonal considerations matter for lettuce. Lettuce grows best in cool weather, making it most abundant and affordable in spring and fall in temperate climates. Winter lettuce in northern areas is typically imported from warmer regions, potentially with different pesticide profiles. Summer lettuce can be challenging to grow due to heat and bolting, possibly requiring more intensive management. For vulnerable populations, particularly pregnant women and young children who often consume lettuce in sandwiches and salads, The combination of raw consumption and large surface area justifies prioritizing organic lettuce. The inability to cook away contamination means washing is your only risk reduction strategy with conventional lettuce, and washing is imperfect. The practical approach is to assess your lettuce consumption honestly. High-frequency consumers benefit most from organic. Occasional consumers can manage risk through thorough washing and outer leaf removal where applicable. And everyone benefits from diversifying their greens rather than relying exclusively on any single lettuce variety.